Hi, my name's April DeBow, and this is my session for PowerPoint. It's called A Transformed Life. I'm going to discuss my phone interview with a middle-aged woman who has struggled with active addiction in the past. Research mentions how drinking for college students often turns to binge drinking, and this would be the same with the person I interviewed because her substance use turned into significant substance abuse and which led to addiction. The good news though is that this woman has now been clean in recovery for 8 years. Some major events that have shaped her life, for one, is her faith development. She was raised Catholic, but struggled as she was always found to be in sin. She then converted to Christianity in her adult life and let go of the Catholic religion. Her grandmother's prayers throughout her life shaped her, and she's able to see that now and be grateful for that now. And then her desires to help others struggling with addiction, that has definitely shaped her now in her adult life. Research has shown that spiritual support can be a significant part of preventing substance abuse, and we know this, and she definitely found it to be true because she draws strength from God in her recovery. Another major part that has shaped her significantly is the impact of her family. She had siblings, all of her siblings were married with children and stable employment. She was the only sibling that was divorced and the only recovering addict in the family. Again, her grandmother, with the continued prayers for her life to change and for her to get clean, her grandmother was very supportive and paid for her to go into a rehabilitation program, which was just huge. And the stability that her family showed her and their example all around her really shaped her and helped her with the direction of her life. Another major impact was the impact of her career. In her adult life in recovery, her employer took a chance by hiring her, knowing her past behaviors and active addiction. She started at the bottom level and worked her way up to management positions. Through the help of her place of employment, she started a recovery program. She shared that she works for a homeless shelter, and so through there she was able to start this recovery program and has seen some success so far. So her employer has helped her grow within herself and her recovery and provided her with some great opportunities to move forward. Research also mentions that being self-accepting and coming to terms with one's decisions in life shows integrity. My impression with the person that I interviewed definitely was that she had a strong sense of integrity. She recognized her mistakes and she acknowledged that other people gave her a second chance, and so she gave them credit for that, like judges, probation officers, her family. She seemed to be very confident in who she's become. Her experiences with loss, she shared that she had the loss of a grandparent and the loss of a child. Now, this was while being in active addiction, and so her skills to cope with that was just to continue using the substances to numb the pain. And then, as an adult in recovery, she's experienced the loss of clients at work, some from an overdose and some from unfortunate accidents. And in that, she's been able to handle in a more healthy way. Some coping skills that she has mainly is prayer, and she's now able to comfort others through their loss, which helps her. She views loss now as a freedom for the person that was hurt, in that they are no longer in pain. Some of my key takeaways, definitely my connection with her in our journeys in recovery and faith. And, I've known her for a good amount of time now and just didn't realize how many details of our life that we had in common. our experiences in recovery and addiction, and just her strong expression of faith really resonated with me. Learning that we're both Christians and that God is the strength in our recovery was huge. And everything she said about her grandmother, I could relate, just in that I know that my grandma was a huge part of my life, and she was the first to encourage me to be sure to have faith in God. And I know that now, and I'm grateful for that. And the other thing was that, like the person I interviewed, God has brought me opportunities through my jobs. He's brought me the jobs that I've had, um, and He's placed a passion in my heart to help others seeking recovery. Some other takeaways that I did get. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped a slide there. The other takeaways was one, a big one was just her level of gratitude. She, throughout the whole conversation, just talked about how grateful she was for where she'd come from, and um, where she is now, and how grateful she is for the people that helped her. And so that really helped me reflect on my own gratitude, and just remembering how important it is and where I can be if I forget that. So I was really inspired and motivated by that. And she demonstrated lifespan construct. She had a clear sense of her past, what happened, what's happening now in the present, and a clear sense of her goals for the future. And so that was really easy to see. And so that's all I have. And then please see my references. Thank you very much.